Hi, what is social anxiety and what can we do about it? In this series of videos, I'm going to talk to you about, okay, let's forget that. Hi, welcome to the video. No. Social anxiety, how it gets in our way, how it stops us from doing the things we want to do. Hi, I'm Kim, chartered psychologist and cognitive behavioural psychotherapist. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about social anxiety and basically really introduce you to the Clarke and Wells model of social anxiety, which explains what happens to us when we become socially anxious. So there are various steps to the model, and then following after this in subsequent videos, I will be kind of unpacking each stage so that we can actually start to roll back and give you some tools to actually combat the effects of social anxiety. Because social anxiety really does prevent you from living your whole full life. It stops you from seeking promotion. It may stop you from going out, from seeking new experiences, because basically you view every social situation as something which is threatening, it's dangerous. So basically the model starts with the situation, the trigger situation, which is anything social, because any social situation you will view as being incredibly dangerous. And of course, anxiety's job is to protect you and stop you doing dangerous things and becoming hurt or damaging yourself. And if you view social situations as dangerous and frightening, anxiety is going to not want you to stop you going there. It's going to want to keep you on the couch, get you home in a nice, safe, secure environment inside of your comfort zone. But remember, change won't happen in your comfort zone. You won't experience new things inside your comfort zone. So that's the first thing. You're viewing this as a really dangerous situation, which is activating all these assumptions. Now, some of these beliefs and assumptions may be about yourself, about others in the world. For example, they're going to think I'm stupid. They're not going to want to listen to me. I'm not really very interesting. I'll have nothing to say. I won't know what to say. I'll blush. I'll go red. I maybe not be wearing the right clothes. Nobody will want to talk to me. So if you're thinking all of those things, can you imagine going into a situation, the impact that is going to have on you is going to make you feel unbelievably anxious because you believe these things. And remember, just because you think something doesn't mean it's true. But you are acting on this inner world is preventing you from going into these situations because you're sitting inside of your head, which exactly what happens there, because you have all these beliefs and assumptions, you're viewing the situation as socially dangerous. And why do you want to do anything dangerous? Makes you feel awful. So this then makes you become self-conscious. We call this kind of self-processing. Your focus of attention, rather than just being on what's going on with other people in the room, is inside of yourself. You're focusing on you. You're self-processing everything that's happening. So if you start to feel a bit hot, you may think, oh my God, I look like a Belisha beacon. I'm absolutely bright red and blushing. And if you feel that you start to sweat, you probably feel you've got rivulets of sweat dripping off your face, when actually you've probably just got slightly moist. But you will be so self-conscious because you're thinking about everything that you do. Rather than just talking and being in the flow of something, you're in your head. So even if you go to say something, you will be thinking, how should I say it? What words should I use? Will they think it's okay if I say it like this? And almost by the time you've thought of all of that, you've lost the moment. And I sometimes think this is a bit like when you're learning a foreign language. If you wait until you've got it absolutely grammatically correct with the nouns and the verbs in the right place, the opportunity is gone. You just have to say it. That's how you learn, and people start to correct you, and that's how you pick up a language. But it's not about self-processing. So all this is going on in your body. You may notice your heart rate. You may notice that you're breathing a bit more shallowly. You may notice that, your arms are folded. You'll notice everything that's going on inside of your body, and it seems incredibly amplified. It's like really mad that's going on in your body. But other people don't see it like that. But you assume on these assumptions and beliefs that they do, that they can see exactly what's going on inside of your body. Your hands may shake and you may think, oh my God, I think I've got tremors. But actually, it's just a very slight shake and nobody's really noticed. And even if they do, it doesn't bother them. They've been in the same situation themselves. So from this self-processing, what then happens is, because you view the world as very socially dangerous, you start exhibiting the signs and symptoms of anxiety. Like I said, this can be increased heart rate. You may not be able to retrieve the memories because remember, you've only got so much working memory, and if you're self-processing everything that's going on, you maybe won't be able to retrieve the words that you want to say. You may feel sweaty, you may feel a bit agitated, you may feel as if your heart's going to beat out of your chest, you may feel that you're blushing and you think you're bright red. So all the signs and symptoms of anxiety you will start to experience because you're viewing this as dangerous, and then that makes you self-process even more. So that's all feeding into one another. So this makes you self-conscious. This also makes you self-conscious. And then, as if that's not enough, what happens is we start engaging in safety behaviours because the situation's dangerous. So we want to keep ourselves safe. We want to protect ourselves. And all the safety behaviours that we do activate these beliefs and assumptions. So it becomes very circular. So some of the safety behaviours that you may engage in can be things like making sure that you're standing with your back to the bar if you're in a pub, or against the wall, making sure that if you're on a train or you're with other people that you're sitting on the sort of outside so you've got an escape. You may carry water, you may carry papers. Some people like to have papers with them, others don't, in case they rustle them if their hands shake, so that they worry about it. And there'll be all kinds of things, and they will be specific to you and the situation that you're in. But once you start unpacking these safety behaviours, you actually notice you've developed quite a lot of them over the years, and you sometimes don't even realise that you're doing it. But you don't want to go into the situation without these safety behaviours, because these are helping you to feel calmer and safer. And you're worried that if you don't do these things, actually the whole situation is going to get a whole lot worse. So you carry on doing these, which again, of course, activate the beliefs and assumptions. I've got to have these papers here because if I don't, I will shake, and other people will think I'm stupid, other people will notice. So the whole thing then becomes a vicious cycle. And in order to combat social anxiety, we have to look at all the signs and symptoms of anxiety, and we have to start doing something about these. And the beliefs and assumptions that you have, we have to start challenging those. Just because you think something doesn't mean it's true. So you might have these assumptions, but doesn't mean that that's what other people are thinking, or that's how other people feel about you. And also all the safety behaviours that you're doing, what you're actually finding is that the safety behaviours are maintaining the cycle. They're maintaining the problem because you can't do anything without them. And a lot of the time, another safety behaviour that becomes quite prominent is avoidance, because anxiety's job is to get you to avoid. So it might make you avoid social situations that you can, therefore you're missing out on maybe networking events, social events, promotions, because of your anxiety. But I mean, the ones that you have to go to, that's when then you employ all the safety behaviours, because you have to be there. So you need to keep yourself safe. You need to keep yourself calm, and you'll have your little rituals and things that you do, which will have developed over time. So basically, that is the Clarke and Wells model of social anxiety. And I have to say, using this model and treating it, I've had fantastic results. People have been able to recover from this bit by bit and actually take their rightful place in the world, doing the things that they want to do, not being afraid to go anywhere. I mean, you might still feel anxious, but you know that the anxiety is not going to kill you. You know that actually you're overestimating the threat and underestimating your ability to cope with things, and that actually you can cope and you can go into these social situations and it will be okay. So thank you for listening. So the next few videos I'll be, as I say, breaking down this model and taking each piece by piece so that we can actually start to kind of roll back on some of the things which are causing our social anxiety and start debunking some of them. So please subscribe so that you get notified of my future videos, and ring that bell and share if you think it would be helpful to anyone else. Thank you so much for watching. It's great to have your company, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.